another episode of Motion Unfiltered. Today's episode is going to be about your favorite Black history moment or Black historical figure in honor of Black History Month. So, who would like to go first?
I recall a time about 12 years ago.
He has the couch.
It was when we elected the first African American president.
Lord.
You know, I went to high school around that time, and my high school was fortunate enough to have us all in a gymnasium. I think it was an auditorium, I think it was. And we all watched the inauguration. And that was the most beautiful experience I've ever witnessed in my lifetime so far. When Barack Obama was elected, well, not when he was elected, but when he was inaugurated, that really was like a very beautiful moment in time. And I will be forever grateful to the best high school in the nation called University City Senior High School, located in University City, Missouri. Thank you very much for that memory. And shout out to Obama. I will pass it to John.
Nigga was there thinking.
I knew he didn't have No. You get with me first.
His whole spirit's like, yo!
I like the Ku Klux Klan. Today you really Leo up.
But no, man. So, you know, since you went all serious, I can play around a little bit.
Okay.
You know. No, I actually am gonna say Chadwick Boseman. We was talking about him earlier. With the Black Panther movie.
Okay.
The Black Panther movie, it actually brought a lot of Black people together. Brought a lot of Black people in, you know, actually looking at Africa in a different light for real, because a lot of people think of Africa as being just dirty, being, you know, a place that we don't want to live, a place that, you know, we never should be. You know, and it shines a different light on Africa. It can bring our people closer together. And, you know, that movie really inspired, you know, the younger generation to actually, you know, believe they can actually do something in life other than just be a gang member or something along those lines. Okay.
Black Panther was gangs because they had.
No, he wasn't. He was one man.
I didn't want to.
So I am going to pass it to Keith Major.
You're going to take a longer sip.
So my moment would be April 13th, 2016. The Los Angeles Lakers were playing the Utah Jazz, and Kobe Bryant was challenged to score 40 for this was his last game that he would ever play on live TV in NBA. But he was challenged to score 40. He actually scored 60. And, you know, to play at that high of a level this late in his career, which is amazing. It shows, you know, hey, he wasn't done. He was choosing to be done on his own terms. And as Black people, you can take that and apply it to your lives however accordingly.
Man.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
R.I.P. to Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe. Mamba mentality all day. That venom in me.
Right. Okay. Who you passing to?
I think I'm gonna pass it to Malcolm.
I knew you was gonna do that.
So, I'll do a historical figure since we'll be alternating for the most part. Mine is Malcolm X. So, not because we share the same name, but I'm choosing Malcolm X due to the fact that when you look at his story and whatnot, everybody else is kind of depicted to be the perfect figure, but like when you see his story, it's telling the whole picture. And it's like when you look at his life, you can see the power of change
and whatnot. Because a lot of people feel, oh, you can't change, you can't grow, you can't be better. But yet he went from a person that was literally robbing people and complete BS into one of the most iconic figures that you've ever seen and whatnot. So whatever you're going through and wherever you are now, that's not where you will end up 20 years from now.
It's not.
So remember that.
Yeah. Well,
Christian.
Yeah.
That's all I want to
We know you got something deep.
yeah. I guess my favorite moment in Black history is more recently when St. Louis and a lot of the world came together for Michael Brown when he was murdered. To see that in real time, to be a part of it, it just kind of, I feel like it reignited a lot of Black pride in us. Yeah. It bridged some gaps because, a lot of our grandparents and even some parents went through the civil rights movement. And then when we was going through Ferguson, it kind of opened up a conversation, like me with my mom and my grandma, just talking about how it was back then and seeing how things are now. And it's like, yeah, we've grown a lot, but there's still a lot of stuff that's the same. So, and when I was out there with the protesting and all the different movements, it was so many different ages, races, all these different backgrounds coming together for this cause, demanding justice. And I mean, I feel like that's why we're here. That's what this country was really built upon, like just protesting things that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And it's crazy, like, the 2010s that this was still happening and that we had to do all that just to fucking get, not even get the conviction, but it reignited a lot of stuff. You see all these different companies now coming out with a lot more Black pride, a lot more apparel, a lot more diversity in shows. And Netflix shows. And like different cities started picking up different, the Black Lives Matter movement and just demanding stuff. So nowadays I feel we're more empowered to say, hey, this ain't right. We're not gonna just sit here and let this stuff fly by. You're an officer, you got a badge, but you can't do this no more, like killing us and think that you're not gonna lose your job,
Sure.
So that was deep. That was a deep moment.
Definitely. Also, let us know y'all favorite Black historian
Make sure
moment
you
or
leave it
whatever in the
below.
comment section. Also, some honorable mentions.
Bud Light.
Not Bud Light, but UWP Newton. It's also a good person to look up. Shout out to them in the Black Panther Party. Go Mob. Also, shout out to some of the ladies like Madam C.J. Walker, Rosa Parks, Sojourner Truth, etc.
Cardi B.
Okay, but she ain't even like this. She like the man.
She a boy.
She
Equal.
can say nigga.
But anywho, so shout out to all the women of that nature, Coretta Scott King, etc. Make sure you guys go learn something about our history because it's not told that often. And remember, all right.
We ain't talking about sex no more,
But
kids.
anywho, remember, Black people do dope shit. So go out there and be great for all my Black people.
Be dope.
Peace.
Don't smoke it though, because